Hi, and welcome to Fuck Around and Get Paid, the podcast where fun, flow, and strategy meet to help you get paid for doing what you love. I'm your host, Jennifer Liss, and this episode, we're going to talk about doing it your way to get paid. Let's dive in. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm thrilled to talk to you today. And I'm actually more thrilled to talk to you today after I just came through what I came through, which we're going to talk about here in a second. So Joey and I have been on a journey over the past few weeks. We decided that we were going to back it up, slow down. We knew after we launched this delicious cohort that we're in right now of Own Your Shit, of people who are working on excavating their genius and getting paid to be them. It's been so effing good. Let me just tell you, I'm having the most fun with these brilliant, amazing people who are in this group and who are starting to really own the shit out of what they do in the world. That makes me, it just makes me so joyous. But we knew that we have this community that we've built, which is amazing and full of such cool people. And we love the work that we're doing in there. And we want to make it better. We want to make it more us. We want to make it more magical for the people who are in there. We want to be having so much more fun and welcoming more people who want that same energy, more of you who are listening to this podcast, more people coming into this room in a way that really deeply serves them. So we've been doing all of our own inner excavation, y'all doing the same stuff that I'm guiding all of my clients through. We are doing on our own. And in tandem with that, we're looking at, okay, growth strategies. What are the things that we want to do to grow it? And so we've been doing some interviews of people like, who are people who could potentially help us with this? Do we want to outsource and have people help us with this? Or do we want to bootstrap it ourselves? What are all of the possibilities, all of the things that are available to us? And so then we've been making decisions. And today, real time, my friends, today, he and I are making some decisions on some things, and we're sitting down, and we started to come up against some serious resistance within the both of us. And I was pressing on something and he was pressing on something, and Joey said, you know what? I just need to take a step back. And I was like, whoa, that's such a good idea. Let's take a step back. So he went over to the couch and he started doing his thing. I came upstairs and I literally, this is my method, y'all. Okay. This is my nervous system grounding method. I laid on the floor. If you're watching this on YouTube, the floor right behind me, and I starfished. I straight like a starfish on the floor, legs out, arms out, as much ground as I can possibly feel behind my back. And I took some breaths and I just laid there in nothingness. I can't remember which inventor it is, if it was Alexander Graham Bell or somebody who said, I mostly just sit around and stare at the wall. I do that a lot. That is one of my personal methods of brainstorming. I just get as much of my body on the ground as possible, and I lay there and I wait for something to arrive, or I relax and I just open up to possibility. Literally my body opening up to possibility. But I suddenly got this urge to just get up, go downstairs and go outside. And I laid in the sun in my hammock for a little bit too. And all of a sudden I had this flurry of ideas, and it was one thing after another. And I ran inside and I just started writing sticky note after sticky note after sticky note after sticky note. And I put them all up on the wall. And when Joey was done with his stuff, I said, let me pitch something to you. Let me just pitch you something. And it landed with both of us. It was like, there it was. And so I tell you this, because one thing that I realized for me, and this is what I mean, do it your way to get paid. For me, sharing my real-time moments feels so much better to me. I'm happy to share the strategies and the things. And I love teaching, and I love teaching all of the things. And I'll do episodes also where I'm sharing other things, but I really get the most joy from bringing people into the journey that come with me, come along with me. Let's do this together. Come be part of this. Come in this. That just works best for me. And so everything that I create from that energy, I just launched a Substack this week, Confessions of a Life Coach. I'll put the link in the show notes in case you're a Substacker and want to come read that. It's very much, I don't know anything about Substack, y'all. Like, y'all help me start to build this thing. Y'all help me, give me tips, those of you who are in it. And it's just from that place feels so much better to me than being at the end of the journey and then bringing people with. And so for me, that's my way. That's my way. And remembering that, because we'll forget that. We always feel like we've got to be the expert, especially if you're a come with me kind of builder. We will feel like we've got to get to the end of the journey and then speak as the sage on the stage who has all the answers. But when you really look at the people who are the wisest, they know that they're always in process and they're continuing the process and they're sharing from that place of still being in process. And we're most lit up when we're sharing from that place. So for me, that works best. But there are people who love a lot of structure and you want to really have your thoughts together and really know exactly what feels good to you, and sharing and doing from that place feels like your best energy. So what is your best energy? And that's not what feels safest to you, by the way. It's what lights you up the most, because you might have learned that it's safest to have all your ducks in a row and that's where it's going to feel best from. But in reality, creation is easier as a co-creation for you. So what is it for you? I was working with a client and I said, hey, what if you invited people to come into these sessions with you? How would that feel? Would you feel more motivated? Would you feel more excited to be there? And they were like, yeah, actually, that feels so much better to me than having a thing and asking people, like, do you want to come? Do you want to come? It's like, oh, just come with me if that feels good. I'm doing it anyway. So there's so many different energies that we can create from. It's really about understanding what is your best energy. The other thing that I know is that life is about trying things, is about experimenting with things, is allowing ourselves to have the experience. Life is meant to be felt. It's not just meant to be experienced in your mind, which I have a very deep inner life. I was talking to a friend about this because we were talking about our female friendships and how it was like both of us only have a few deep friendships. And I loved what she said. She said, I have a really deep inner life. I don't feel like I need to have a lot of deep friendships. The ones that I have really deeply serve me. And then I actually am a really good friend to myself because I've done that work. And that felt like such a relief to me, because so often we think that we're doing things wrong. We think that we're building our business wrong. We think that we're putting social content out there the wrong way. We think we're delivering things wrong. We think we're doing friendships wrong, relationships wrong, not being a wife in the right way, not being a daughter that we're supposed to be, the mother that we're supposed to be, all of the things. We think that we're doing it wrong. And we forget that life is just one big experiment and we're just trying things all the time. You're trying it on and seeing how it feels. Does that feel good? Good. Keep doing that. If that doesn't feel good, you don't have to keep doing that. So when we have an idea for our business, we will often feel like we need to go out there and do it the right way. Like, okay, well, what's the best way? What's the most strategic way? And a lot of times when we say, what's the most strategic way? We're actually saying, what is the right way? Because I don't want to do it the wrong way. We know, I know that you know. But what we're really being called to do is try things, to share things, to experiment with things, to have fun and let yourself be free to play in this infinite field of possibilities and see, did that feel good to me? Did I like it? Your soul came here to be in this skin suit, this flesh outfit, so that it could feel things, because a soul can't just feel. It needs your human body to feel and to experiment. So let it try things, see what feels good to you. My entire experiment with Fuck Around and Get Paid is banking on this concept that if we let ourselves try things, we let ourselves experiment with more things, we get out there and we start to feel what feels good to us, what we want to do, then paydays come on the back end of that. And this whole idea is because I've seen it work for me. But I also know that we get so caught up in things. We get caught up in feeling like we're going to get it wrong. And we hold on to our ideas. We hold on to the things that we want to try. We don't share what we want to share. We don't try what we want to try. You don't go and, it's like I had this idea for this Instagram reel, but if I put that reel out there into the world, then it's going to screw up my whole algorithm. And now my whole personal brand has gone completely off the rails because I tried this thing and I put it out there, even though it was fun for me to create it. Fuck that. I'm just telling you, fuck that. That is not what life is all about. Life is not about making the perfect Instagram reel. It's not. It's not. It's about trying things, about sharing them, about letting yourself feel what it feels like to put it out there in the world, not judging yourself or the things that you do based on likes, based on response, based on how it lands with other people. Like, yes, I get it. This is business. Business is seeing how people respond, but your business of your life comes first. The business of your experience comes first. If what you're doing is not making the income that you want it to make right now, if what you're doing is not getting the response that you want it to get right now, I encourage you, I deplore you to let yourself go and just try some shit. Just go try some things. Just go see how it feels. Let your soul be free. Let yourself make that real. And even if it takes you, I know people are like, a reel shouldn't take you an hour to do. If a reel takes you an hour to do it and you had fun and you learned something along the way and you're bringing this creative idea to life and you're learning a process of how to create an Instagram reel on the Edits app, then it was worth it. Now, if you're just every day, all day slogging and putting together these reels that are miserable for you and it's not fun and it's still not getting any engagement, what are you doing? Like, please stop. That's what we mean when it's like, don't spend hours and hours. But if you're learning something, you're gaining a skill, you're starting to understand the algorithm and you're having fun with that and you're playing with that and you're trying new ideas, do we feel the difference of the energy of that? That is the good effing around. And that will lead to you learning new skills, learning new things, playing in this infinite field of possibilities. And the paydays come from that energy. That's what I call fun money. It's like all money gets to be fun money when we remember that everything, all the world's an experiment. Everything that we do gets to be play. And I truly believe that those who are making good money in this world, and what I call good money is you're having a good time doing it. Your life is fulfilling. Your work is rewarding. You're getting paid for it. That's good money. Yeah. We're not talking about, I hate my job. I'm only doing it for the money. I only studied this because I knew that this would give me paychecks and I hate it. It's also okay to do things that only give you paychecks as long as it feels fulfilling and it feels rewarding and you're happy. But if you're going to work every day and it's not fun, that's not good money. That's shite money. That's bleh. No thanks. I'm not here for that. I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, but you're probably not listening to this podcast if that's what you want to do. Good money comes from you mastering the art of trying, you letting yourself get out there and experiment with things, you getting out there and letting yourself trip over your own feet. I think about when I worked in corporate and advertising, and I would have these wild ideas that were nothing like what anybody else was pitching. Working in this corporation, it's an oil company, and people are pitching really serious, and they're good ideas. Their ideas are really good. And I'm like, what if we had, and like, follow me here. What if we had an employee dress up in 15 different employee suits and we had glitter and we had disco balls and we had her representing all of the employees at the company? Like, that got made. That actually got made. And everybody else had like very serious concepts. But if I had felt like I couldn't try it, I mean, I could have fallen flat on my face. People definitely looked at me like, what are you talking about, Jen? But it sparked an idea and somebody got on board, and we had the right people in the room who were like, oh my gosh, what if we added confetti? What if we did this? And then it became something really fun that we all had a blast making for a reason that nobody could have anticipated. That video actually never saw the light of day, but it was so good and it was so fun, and we all had a freaking blast. Everybody on set had the best time. So to me, that's a success, because it also expanded the horizons of the kind of work that we did, even if that video never got used. So the art of trying expands your possibilities. It expands the possibilities, not just of you, but of everybody around you. And we all feel so much better when we're in that energy. Don't you? Tapped into the energy of just trying things and having fun, different than the energy of, oh my God, I got to do this. Oh my God, this reel that I got to do. That's completely different than, ooh, what if I tried this idea? Oh, what if I put this out there? It's completely different. And so this is what I realize I'm being called more and more to call people into this, because we're not doing it. I get stuck on it just as much as anybody else. And so it's 100% come with me. Come with me. Come be part of this. Whether you're part of this community, listening here to this podcast, whether you read some of my musings on Substack, whether you follow on Instagram, whether you are taking that step further and committing yourself to be one of those people who is trying these experiments, who is tapping into possibility, who is shifting your energy, who is becoming the alchemist of your life inside the expansion room, or if you're working with me further in those cohorts, no matter what, I am so thrilled that you are taking that step for yourself, that you're considering, how could I do it differently? How could I get paid to do it my way? Because your ideas are not too out there. The world needs more people who are willing to try new things, who are willing to experiment, because doing the resistant thing is really boring. Almost everybody's doing that. So permission granted to not be in the boring club and to come in the expansion circle. Come be part of this. But you get to choose which one you want to be in. But I'm inviting you, and so happy that you're here and part of the circle of unicorns who are trying all kinds of glorious new things. So I encourage you to do things your way, and even ask yourself that question this week. If I just did this in a way, remembering that your way is going to be the way that feels most light, most playful, most joyful, most interesting, that sparks your curiosity. If I was to do it a little bit more my way, in a way that sparked a little bit more something that just feels like I'm curious about it, what would that be? Ask yourself that question, take action on it. I would love to hear what it is that you choose to do. If you got something out of this episode, I encourage you to go and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you have not, it would mean the world to me. Just go look up the fucking get paid. Joey, leave that in there. The Fuck Around and Get Paid podcast. Go on to Apple Podcast, scroll all the way to the bottom, leave a little review, click the stars, share some words with me. I would love to read them. If you're interested in coming inside the expansion room with us and starting to tap into this field of infinite possibility with other people who are shooting their way to the stars and expanding with us, you can go to jenliss.com/expansion and come in with us. It's only $27 a month. You guys, that's like the price of like a couple of beers. That's the price of a pasta dinner here in Portland. So that you can get in the good, juicy energy of this group of people. But if not, that's cool too. But I would love to see you in there if it feels good to you. So go to jenliss.com/expansion if you want to hop in with us. And I'll see you in the next episode, my friend.